Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Vakratunda Mahakaya Surya Koti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarva Karishu Sarvada. Om Ganganapate Namaha Shri Sadguru Bhyo Namaha Shri Hanumate Namaha. Welcome to Daily Satsang, Nitya Satsang. Today is the 4th of February 2025. I want to offer my prostrations to all the great sages and to Bhagwan residing in the heart of every single being. I want to spend one more day today, next 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes or so, on Samadhi, a little bit further from where we were last time, and then we'll definitely jump back into the Upanishad starting tomorrow. So please remember that at the core, the word Samadhi is not merely a terminal state, but rather an integrative realization of all that has been methodically prepared through the preceding practices. I'll explain what that means. The different types of approaches the sadhak takes. Approaches, let's say someone is taking the path of bhakti, bhakti yoga. There's a lot of devotion, dualistic worship towards Ishta Devata, towards Bhagavan, towards the form of God, the chosen form of God, the loving form of God, the form of God that one loves, that is called Ishta Devata. Let's say someone is taking that path. So that taking such a path, if and when one progresses in that path, that creates integration inside of all different of activity, energies, thoughts, emotions. It integrates the inner world. And that integration leads to integrative realization. You see how interesting this is and how important this is for someone who is actually trying to realize the Atma Tattva, Brahma Tattva. Realization is the aim, not simply just a lot of talk. It's okay. Talking is good. Sachin is talking now. It's okay. Realization. But we need to be clear. So Samadhi is not merely a terminal state. What does that mean? It's not like, somehow you just went into some deep, no mind state, and it's not like that. It's much, much more. It is an abiding state of living in this world with integrative realization where all that has been methodically prepared. Methodically prepared means what? Through method. The preparation for Samadhi has occurred. What is the method? The method is shown in each of the yogas, and it is shown throughout the Bhagavad Gita, depending on which yoga you go for. If you are a bhakti, a devotional approach, there is a continual turning over of the antakarana towards the Lord, again and again, again and again. The 9 forms of devotion we talked about, Atma Nivedi Bhakti. Again, huge subject for even discussion. What is Bhakti Tattva? What is Bhakti? But in simple language, it is the turning over of our mind at the feet of God and then not taking it back again. That is what is called Sharanagati. Or Sharanagati is more like, that you're taking shelter. But when you're turning over, you are giving it completely to God, to Bhagavan. So that is called Samarpan. In Gujarati, it is called Samarpit Bhakta. This is called Samarpit Bhakta. Maybe Hindi, same word may be similar. So the methodical preparation is the sadhana. But now you might be remembering some of the things which Sachin has said before. The sadhana doesn't actually take you there. The sadhana, the God realization is not the result of sadhana. That's correct. It is not the result of sadhana. It is the preparation for the dawning of grace. It is a preparation. The entire realm of sadhana, through bhakti, jnana, vairagya, karma, dhyan, mantras, tantra, whatever, any approach, it is a preparation where something extraordinary happens, that is krupa. And that only happens on that individual who is absolutely ready for that krupa, who is prepared for that, who is ready to receive, who is ready to see that dimension, that higher reality. That is why the integrative realization abides as one progresses further, where there is a total synthesis of ethical, physical, and mental disciplines into a unified experience of oneness with the entire reality. It's a synthesis of dharma, ethics, of physical and mental discipline. Yes, mind, body, everything is in sync. Okay. Amazing. Samadhi occurs when this all preparation is there. And then it doesn't happen even just with the preparation. It happens by asking God to reveal himself. Otherwise, the ego is involved. I've done so much practice. Now I deserve the result. It doesn't work that way. God realization is not the result of sadhana. If that was the case, millions of people would have realized Bhagavan. Take all these 1008 steps and you will realize 1007 steps, and the 1008 steps, you will definitely get this result. No, absolutely not. This is a mistake made by the mind, because we are always results oriented. This is how we function in the world. We take these actions, we get a result. We take these actions, we get a result. We start, exercising and making our body more balanced. The result is better health and better blood pressure and better this and better that. We are always looking at cause and effect, taking actions and getting a result. That's not the case in spirituality. But that also doesn't mean that one doesn't take actions. One has to take all the actions. But with what bhavana, feeling, and can the sadhana be done without ahankar? That is the most difficult part in spirituality. Maybe even doing sadhana is difficult at one stage. But when one starts doing sadhana, इसके पीछे जो अहंकार के मैं साधन कर रहा हूँ, बस. It's a failure right there. That doesn't take one anywhere. Doesn't matter what sadhana. Do as much sadhana. Mantra jap karo. तपश्चर्या करो, बहुत शास्त्रों का पठन करो, मैं कर रहा हूं, finish. Bhagwan doesn't even look at that person. देखते भी नहीं, doesn't even look at that individual, because it's a block. Ahankar is there. And that happens a lot. It has happened, continues to happen. Yeah, there are sometimes big, expounders of scriptures. Thousands of people are sitting and all that. We're not taking anybody's fault. We have to be careful. That can be a big charge, Wow. One may act very humble, but there's the ego of acting humble. Ahankar comes behind everything one does, even extreme tapasya. Even right now, Sachin is speaking for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, the 11th minute, the ahankar can kick in and say, said something nice, explain something to somebody, did this, gone, fail. त्यां ही fail हो गए. बहुत difficult है ये बात. ये अहंकार समझता ही नहीं किसी को. We don't realize what is this ahankar. And as long as that any form of ahankar is there, samadhi is not going to happen. And even if it happens for some reason, it will be temporary. It will be pulled right back to point zero again. Ahankar nahi chhutta. Ahankar comes in every place in life. Not only the worldly life. Worldly life mein to hai hi, wo to ahankar hi hai. But beyond that, even when we're trying to realize the Bhagavan with all these sadhanas and this and that, the immediate thing will come, difference between me and somebody else. Just if we start following one, I'll give you a very simple example. If Sachin starts waking up at 4 o'clock every day in the morning and does 2 hours of, sadhana, Bhagwan ki kuch bhi sadhana, the ahankar will say, tell at least a few people about it. So, oh, I'm trying. We try to act very humble. And so then the other way ahankar can go, don't tell anybody. Keep it to yourself. Uska bhi ahankar aata hai. I didn't tell anybody. Look how great I am. You see the problem here. Tell, or even if you don't tell anybody, people living in the home, others, yeah, amazing. Sachin is waking up at 4 o'clock every day. Mom, dad, 2-3 people are saying, "Bahut acha hai. I'm really impressed. Doing very nice puja and mala and tilak and this and that." And we may act very, but then after about some time, that some other people should also know how what I'm waking up at 4 o'clock. Let's tell a few friends. Let's put it on Facebook. So, tell my brother, take a picture of me doing so. Put that. You see this? Gone. Connection with Bhagwan hai hi nahi isme. And then the other way that this works, don't tell anybody. Keep it secret. Keep it secret. Kisi ko batana nahi. Sadhana. Don't tell anybody anything. Iska bhi ahankar aata hai. Gone. Bhagwan milte hi nahi. This is why God is not realized for the people who are doing sadhana. Why God doesn't come and stand in front of us. Why God is Bhagwan is so difficult to realize. Because of this ego, that's why. We don't even realize where this ego is functioning. Isko chodna, that is gopika. That is the reality. That is absolute love. That is something, there's a incident in the Bhagavatam. Gopika said that we touched the feet of Sri Krishna one time and and total transcendence of ahankar is gone. Is there. There's no need to do any sadhana even when you touch the feet of God one time without ego. Otherwise, we keep doing the pradikshana and danvat and sponsorship programs and whatever it is being done, iske piche sab prakar ka ahankar aata hai. Putting names of sponsors on the temple. Those things, that is another big... the bahut agnan hai wo. Putting somebody's name as a sponsor inside the temple. Isse bada koi agnan hi nahi hai to do that. $25,000 sponsor, $50,000. Take those things and throw them into the fireplace. As long as that your name is up there, and you want that name. And then the other aspect, the other thing is there. Anonymous sponsor. Did somebody announces anonymous sponsor? And say, that was me. Finished. Immediately. Finished. Connection hi toot gaya. Kuch nahi hota isme se. It's big zero. Bhagwan nahi milte aise. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do that. It doesn't matter if the name is there or not. It has to do with ahankar. Maybe thousands of people are doing prostrations to you. It doesn't matter if the ahankar is not there. Bhagwan is only there. And maybe nobody is there. And ahankar is not there. Bhagwan is there. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaha. Bhagavad Gita ka siddhant hai. Sab shastron ka. Every enlightened saint has only done this. This is the master key. All the other sadhanas, they are necessary. But they are to be done without ahankar at all. Then even one round of Namah Shivaya mantra, one time we say Om Namah Shivaya is enlightenment. Not even 108 times. Forget 108. One time. That's enough. Ahankar. Pura ahankar chhod ke Om Namah Shivaya. हम जो बोल सकते, enlightened. Then permanent enlightenment. Then the activity done without ahankar, it's all amrutam. Then the sadhana is not sadhana. It is like, swimming in amrut. इसको अमृत धाम कहते हैं वचनामृत में. वचनामृत में अमृत धाम. इसको अमृत धाम कहते हैं. All right, let's stop here. It is 8 o'clock. We'll continue further. Om Dhyanamulam Gurur Murti Mantramulam Gurur Vakyam Pujamulam Gurur Padam Mokshamulam Gurur Kripa Tameva Mata Chapita Tameva Bandusha Sakha Tameva Vidya Dravinam Tameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Om Aim Rim Klim Chamundaye Viche सर्वमंगल मंगले शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्य त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते या देवी सर्वभूतेषु महालक्ष्मी रूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः। ओम दुर्गे दुर्गे रक्षिणी ठ ठ स्वाहा। ओम श्री दुर्गार्पणमस्तु। ओम ह्रीं श्री राधा कृष्णार्पणमस्तु।